Before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my sister Gigi Chilla 702 for her donation in the Cash App. And I really do salute to you. I'll send a special salute to you, my sister, for your donation. And I want to give a special shout out to you for always, being supportive and being 10 toes down. And I want to wish you a speedy recovery from your ordeal that you're going through right now. So once again, much love and respect to my sister Gigi Chilla 702 for a donation to Cash App. Also want to wish everyone a happy new year, and whatever goals and dreams and aspirations you have for 2024, make the most of it, because we're not guaranteed to be able to see 2025. All right, so there was a question on Twitter about should the Lakers fire LeBron James, and I'm gonna show you the tweet that I replied to that really kicked the hornet's nest. So this was the tweet yesterday, or a couple of days ago, that was put up after the Lakers got blown out by the New Orleans Pelicans. Like, this was a revenge game for the Pelicans after how they got smacked in the in-season tournament semifinals out in Vegas. So when I replied to this tweet about it's the time for the Lakers to fire Darvin Ham, and I said, what the fuck? Stop the cap. A man who took the team to Western Conference Finals his first year and wins the in-season tournament. And then, but all of a sudden now, we're going to fire the guy, right? I mean, and then when I asked who they're going to replace him with, and these fraud NBA fans came for me. They tried to come for me. Now, unfortunately, I can't show the whole exchange I had between some of these so-called NBA fans that think they know the game, right? But the thing that irritates me the most, and I'm going to highlight some of the things that really irritated me about these exchanges. One, they try to have it both ways. For example, they would either say that Darvin Ham's not a good coach, but when they were going to the conference finals and they were winning all these games in the in-season tournament, then it's either they won in spite of the coach, or that the players played better, but they didn't need Darvin Ham. It was a nonstop thing to where they're trying to have it both ways. It's the gross and utter hypocrisy. But they're trying to hide behind this holding Darvin Ham accountable. Then they question the rotations, and we don't know what was Darvin Ham's decision process when it comes to rotations. Look, rotations don't. What I want to say, I think it's effort and execution weighs more than a player's minutes and rotations. Because again, we really don't know what goes into his decision-making process at that particular moment in time. You cannot look at a 13, 15, a 30-second, or even a 2-minute clip, and then you're going to base your whole narrative around that 2-minute or that 30-second or that 1 minute or that 45-second or that 15-second clip. You cannot base your whole narrative around that, because there's so much information that behind the scenes that you don't know. So for these so-called Lakers fans, and I think a lot of you guys are extreme LeBron James dicklicks, don't want to call yourself being basketball aficionados when you're not more than a bunch of goddamn jock sniffing, jock strap sniffing, pom-pom shaking, purple pill popping, fanboys and shit. Yeah, I said it. You got a problem with that? That is too goddamn bad. That's your problem. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, but you don't know if a guy's playing through an injury. You don't know if the guy's out there underperforming. You don't know if the guy's out there is tired. You don't know if the guy's in foul trouble or whatever like that, and they're trying to preserve minutes. There's so many variable factors that goes into a coach's decision making process. What's up, Gideon? So for you dick licking fanboys, you pom pom shakers out there that sit up there talking about, oh, Darvin need to be fired. And then this another thing that got under my skin. One stupid ass nigga lost me when he told me that Darvin need to be fired for goddamn Mike D'Antoni, a guy who's been around the league, been in multiple spots, has not won the championship. Hell, the late great Kobe Bryant already told us that the playing style that is adopted by goddamn Mike D'Antoni is not conducive to winning a championship. And then the Bama brings up Igor Kokosov. I think that's his name. But that was the coach that only lasted 1 year in Phoenix before he got fired. One of the worst record in the history of the Phoenix Suns. That guy, Igor Kokosov. Well, however you pronounce that last name or whatever like that. But anyway, he recommended that guy. So it's like they have no answers because people want to sit there and say Doc Rivers. Remind you, Doc Rivers has blown multiple 3-1 series leads in the playoffs. We've seen Doc Rivers get fired due to superstar players underperforming under his watch. But yet we have all these people out here screaming for Darvin to be fired so we can bring in Doc Rivers. And we're just going to forget about Doc Rivers' history. That's why he's doing commentary on ESPN right now. Or one dude had the audacity to say that Darvin Ham should be demoted. Now, when have you ever seen a head coach of a team get demoted only for them to bring in somebody else and now you got a locker room rift? So this is the goofiness that goes on social media. You got these goofy ass individuals, these so-called armchair GMs and all that, thinking they know what's better than the team itself. They think they know more than Darvin Ham. What's up? What's up, my sister? I just got done talking about you. Good to see you. What's up, Samurai Beast Warrior? No, I'd rather not have Stan Van Gundy. The game now passed him highest. No, Stan Van Gundy, nope. The game now passed him by. Let's not forget LeBron James as a player that's going to go down as one of the best players in NBA history. Let's not forget the diva that LeBron James is. Let's not forget LeBron James has a history of ignoring coaches, doing his own thing on the court, sometimes taking plays off on defense and stuff like that. AD, another guy who has a history of having monster double-doubles, because a little known fact, Ben Simmons actually has more triple-doubles than AD. Ben Simmons. And you know how much I ragged on Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons actually has more triple-doubles than Anthony Davis. But Anthony Davis will go out there and put up these monster double-doubles one game, and then another game, he might give you a pedestrian 20 and 10 or a 20 and 11 or something like that. So you have these uneven performances from Anthony Davis, who's supposed to take the mantle from LeBron James. We got a LeBron James who undoubtedly will go down as one of the best players in NBA history, but there's a lot of baggage that come with this guy. There's a lot of baggage that come with LeBron. You got to deal with the clutch aspect. You got to deal with the media aspect. Yeah, right. ESPN will sit up there and put up a picture of him on the throne with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant looking up to him. Are you fucking crazy? Are you out of your fucking mind? So you got to deal with that bullshit. So not only you got to deal with the whole clutch aspect of it, right? Because Darvin Ham is a clutch client, and he's compromised. So if there's anything you want to hold Darvin Ham fault to, is the fact that he's compromised. We've had a history of LeBron James ignoring coaches. We have a history of LeBron James politicking behind the scenes trying to get coaches fired. We've had a history to where you had this guy literally have a hand in constructing the roster and all that. So that way it makes him look like he's the MVP, but he needs help. There's a well-documented history, but these dick-licking, purple pill popping, pom-pom shaking fanboys out here don't want to admit that. What's up, Tyler Brown? So it's very hard to get in a proper basketball dialogue with a lot of these ass wipes out here because you're not true basketball fans. You're just a bunch of dick-licking, purple pill popping, pom-pom shaking fanboys out here that don't shake your bussy every time something goes wrong. And want to sit up here and cry like hoes, and then when you get a real one up here that challenges you and try to, go against the narrative, then y'all want to try to comfort me. Well, you know what? I'm built for this shit. Any of you bitch ass niggas out here want to call yourself trying to comfort me, don't sing it, bring it. I take y'all on. I don't give a fuck who you are, because you dealt with the right one. You fanboys out here get on my nerves, man. You guys don't even know what the hell y'all watching 99% of the damn time, but you sit up here and act like y'all know basketball. Y'all don't know a fucking thing. Y'all don't be at these arenas. Y'all don't be behind the scenes talking to coaches and shit. Y'all just sit up there being goddamn armchair GMs and all that. And it's pretty disgusting and unacceptable. We got grown-ass men up here acting like hoes. Grown-ass men out here acting like hoes. But they think they know basketball. Get the fuck out of here. That's the thing that gets under my skin. These dudes out here call themselves trying to have it both ways and all that. Lakers are 6-8 in the month of December. You got these fanboys on the mainstream media that's sitting here putting out these narratives and all that. Like Fadeaway World. Like that one website, Fadeaway World. That one guy, I mean, he's the LeBron James date lick. That dude. I can't remember the guy's name. But every time you see it, it's always the Lakers feeling LeBron. It's like niggas need to do better by LeBron. LeBron needs more help. Blah, 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 blah. Bibbity bobbity boop. No, Darvin Ham does not need to be fired. For what? For what? Darvin Ham does not need to be fired. For what? And then, so what? You fire him, and then what? You bring in another coach, and then he does something you don't like, then you want to blame him too, right? And see, one thing I learned about math. In math, there's this thing called the common denominator. So let me get this straight. You had Luke Walton, you had Frank Vogel, and now Darvin Ham. So that's 3 coaches on LeBron's watch. We have all these players that have been under LeBron's watch. Who's been the one constant since he's been there? All these things, all these changes being made around LeBron. All these trades has been around LeBron. He's been there the whole damn time. He is the one constant. But nobody wants to point the finger at that guy. And That's the problem I have with a lot of you Lakers fans. So you fire Darvin Ham, you bring in somebody else, and as soon as that coach does something you don't like, it's gonna be some 30-second clip about whatever rotations he's running or what play he called or whatever like that, and then they could be crying like hoes about wanting that guy fired. It's never enough. Firing Darvin Ham would be retarded. For what? What are you firing Darvin Ham for, huh? Because or you don't like his rotations, but you're not going to question the effort and execution on the floor. But you want Darvin Ham fired. You blame D'Lo. D'Lo was out there playing like trash. You blame D'Lo. Austin Reeves out there playing like trash. I don't hear no rambling, rantings, ravings about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is being a horrific defender. Lionel Hollins, no, the game not passed them by too. I love Lionel Hollins. I think he OG in the game, but for what? Them young players ain't gonna listen to him. For what? Hell, LeBron thinks he the end all be all. Why he don't be the head coach? If he the end all be all, if he think he knows more than the coaches, if he think he's the end all be all when it comes to basketball, why can't he be the head coach if you fire Darvin Ham? He can be a player's coach. Why not? And then what? LeBron does something y'all don't like, where y'all gonna blame the assistants? So I mean, this whole notion that Darvin Ham need to be fired is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We need to see how things play out. I mean, coaches used to get like 3 years to see how things playing out. Coaches used to get 2 to 3 years to see how things play out. But we in this so-called microwave society to where we want results right now. If it ain't there right now, we're going to move on to something else. We need to stop with this goddamn microwave mentality. If you want something in the microwave, put some popcorn in the microwave. But this instant gratification, this notion that, oh, well, as long as Darvin Ham does good, we'll leave him alone. But as soon as he loses the game, we're going to fire him. Get the fuck out of here with that. The fuck out of here with that. Because I can guarantee you this, a lot of them guys in their own life, they will want someone to have patience with them as they're going through whatever they're going through. But yet they feel the need to go on social media and sit up there and talk about, oh, well, this guy here, we need to fire him because he ain't doing a good job. And then another element, and I was just going to get to that, Gigi Chiller. You beat me to it. If these so-called players, because one guy recommended to me, oh, well, the Lakers should have had Mo Bamba, and the Lakers should have had, what's the other guy, that clown named? He named Mo Bamba and Tristan Thompson. Ill Will, my brother. Salute to you, bro. Good to see you. Long time no see. So who's responsible for bringing in the roster? Huh? Who's responsible for that? Rob Pelinka? So we're not going to get at Rob Pelinka? Right? We're not going to get at Jeannie Buss? Rob Pelinka was the guy that traded away Ivica Zubac for goddamn Mike Muscala. I'll never forget that goddamn trade, bro. Anyway, now has Darvin Ham made some decisions does he need to make adjustment? Yeah, I mean, what coach is perfect? Ain't no coach out there perfect. There's coach out there that's made mistakes and stuff like that. I think he'll figure out a way to get it right in time. In time, I think he'll get it right. You said you want to Mark Jackson? Well, guess what? Do you think LeBron James would listen to Mark Jackson? Do you think LeBron James hold Mark Jackson in the same high regards he held for Jason Kidd? Right? Because see, once again, everybody said they want Mark Jackson. We all know the politics behind that. Why Mark Jackson ain't in the league right now. But it'll be the same old song and dance. Mark Jackson would preach accountability. Then some of them dudes would get turned off by that, and then they quit on Mark Jackson. And then you're gonna want Mark Jackson gone. Because these players out here ain't gonna respond to Mark Jackson's harsh criticism, his harsh approach to the game, and accountability. Some of them guys will get turned off by that. Some of them guys are going to quit on Mark Jackson. I already know how some of these guys operate. These guys are fucking divas, man. A lot of these dudes out here are fucking divas, bro. They'll tell you in front of the camera that, oh man, we want to coach that hold us accountable and all like that. But really though, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear nobody challenging them on why they missed an assignment or why this guy didn't hustle back on defense or why this guy took a bad shot. They don't want to hear that. A lot of them dudes is divas, man. And as soon as the coach out there challenges them on this stuff and starts getting at them for why they did this and why didn't they do that, they're going to get turned off by that. They're going to come and say, oh, it's a locker room cancer. You got people in the media that's going to sit up here and blame Mark Jackson for this, that, and the third. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not as long as the one constant through all the trades, coaches getting fired, executive decisions, backstage politics, all that stuff, as long as that one guy is still there, the circus is going to remain in town. You say what's wrong with Stan Van Gundy? Well, look no further what happened to him when he was in New Orleans. Look no further than what happened when Stan Van Gundy was in New Orleans. And that right there is what's wrong with Stan Van Gundy. Notice when he got fired from New Orleans, he ain't got another job offer since. And then, to be honest with you, not everyone deserves to be a Laker. Because remember, when you wearing that uniform, there's a lot of expectations when you wear that purple and gold. Or that gold and purple. There's some serious expectations when you don that uniform as a Los Angeles Laker. And I don't think people really understand the gravitas of wearing a Lakers jersey and playing in the Staples Center. I don't want to even call it that other thing they call it now. I call it the Staples Center. Now, I always call it the Staples Center. So, yeah. If you talk basketball with me, we need to talk about it from an intellectual standpoint. No dick licking, no purple pill popping, no pom-pom shaking, and no bussy popping. See, Dwayne Casey? Hell no. For what? For what? Why you want Dwayne Casey? Huh? The game not passing by too. He's been fired in multiple spots. Hasn't gotten it done as a coach. Why you want him? Why you want Dwayne Casey? Huh? Dwayne Casey, hey, no beef with the guy. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Real stand-up guy. But he's not a... No. No. Dwayne Casey for what? So LeBron can ignore him too? so AD can go out there and underperform and then feign a back injury or some shit? No. No. Yeah, I already know ill will. I already know nobody call it that other shit. For real. You ain't gotta tell me, I already know. I'll never call it whatever they call it now. I don't know what the hell they call it now, but I don't care. It's always gonna be Staples Center. Monty Williams, he's currently in Detroit. He's not leaving Detroit. So I don't know why you bringing up Monty Williams when he's in Detroit. He trying to rebuild that, he trying to rebuild what's destroyed out there. So Monty Williams, after the money they paid him, that's out the question. He's not going to LA. So I don't even know why you brought that name up. He's coaching another team in the NBA. So what's up, Courtney? Happy New Year to all y'all up in here. But yeah, this whole thing, you LeBron James, Dick Leaks, think y'all gonna come for me? I'm gonna tell you right now. If you come for me, you best not miss. If you come for me, you best not miss. Cause see, I know I'm on my politics stuff because we racing close to the election and all that. But don't think that you're gonna sit up here and talk this nonsense to me about basketball, because these ain't the problems you want. I will flame broil your ass if you LeBron just Dick Leaks think you gonna come for me. Because I gave my take, right? Now, if in case you want to see what I wrote that kicked the hornet's nest on Twitter, GG chilling, ignore the Nightbot. Ignore that goofy Nightbot. But yeah, this was the tweet I put up that really kicked the hornet's nest a couple days ago. Shout out to my man Too Raw for TV in the building. Yeah, people want Darvin Ham fired. You got goddamn on. You got people like goddamn Greg Popovich got a losing season for the 5th year in a row. Nobody's saying nothing about that. Nobody's saying nothing about that. Oh man, I ain't no Spurs fan, man. I don't give a fuck about the Spurs, man. I don't care about the Spurs, man. The Spurs ain't my team. Fuck the Spurs. That's what they'll say. That's what these crazy, fanatics would say. But yeah, this was the tweet I put up that kicked the Hornets nets a couple days ago. They tried it. They tried to come for me. Them dudes literally called themselves trying to come for me. It's like I said something that to the effect of I had sex with their mama or some shit. Did not know a basketball opinion about whether or not Darvin Ham should be fired could be on the same level of me having sex with somebody's mama. But anyway, that's what it is. I mean, 34 games. We ain't even in the goddamn. We're not even in the home stretch. We're not even halfway into the season yet, and they talk about we want Darvin Ham fired for what? Only to bring some other has-been, some other coaching retread, and it's gonna be the same damn result. Because a lot of these dudes out here like leeches. Just be honest with you, a lot of these dudes out here like leeches. They're like leeches. A lot of these fake fanboys out here, they ain't no different than these hoes out here that be running around here talking shit about whatever relationship guru that's on the internet. They'll just find some other dude to place blame on and leech on to project their insecurity and their transgression and their bullshit onto. Now, doing my research, the one area I think the Lakers need to improve on is the transition defense. And it's justifiable why teams are running on the LA Lakers. Obviously, teams like LeBron, AD, they're up there in age and attrition and stuff like that. So teams are running on the Lakers. So the Lakers need to find a way to get better at the transition defensive end. So if they can do a better job of slowing the game down, controlling the paint, rebounding, not giving up second and third shot opportunities, I think this team's going to be fine. Exactly, to Raw A. The Bucks needed Darvin Ham's defense tonight because they lost to the damn Pacers again. Them dudes lost to the Pacers again at home. And then they said them and talk about, man, do you watch the games? Huh, LB? Do you watch the games, LB? I don't think you watch these games, LB. Okay, the way I watch games is way different than the way you watch games, sir. Because, see, unlike you looking at one person all the time on the court, and then you get your bussy all tingly and all that. I watch games from a strategic standpoint. Because there's games within the game that needs to be taken into account. Not this 30-second clip of this person made a mistake and they were just going to frame the whole narrative behind that. So, yeah, man. Goddamn Lakers fans, these so-called Lakers fans, man, they ain't no real Lakers fans. It's a bunch of damn cheerleading fanboys out here, man. I don't like that, bro. I don't respect that shit. I don't like that shit. That's just conduct unbecoming a real fan. Y'all these dudes really try to come at a real fan. I've been watching this team since Showtime. Some of you guys wasn't even born when I was watching basketball. You would try to come at me, trying to tell me what I know about basketball? The fuck out of here. I know what a championship team looks like. I know how a team's supposed to play when they take the court. Some of you guys half my age, y'all trying to tell me what I know about basketball? Get the fuck out of here. And then we want to bring in analytics. We want to use analytics. Yeah. There's a time and place to use analytics. But once again, these stat nerds come in, right? What, like, I don't know, that big titty boy with the who be having sex with girls that work at Kroger or whatever like that. Yeah, that big titty boy there can sit there and look at numbers and tell you numbers all day long, but he can't use them same numbers to formulate a diet plan. But hey, it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. And no, Gideon, I'm not talking about you. So if you think I'm talking about you, you're not the person I'm talking about. But you're absolutely right, Gideon. Stats do not tell the whole story. Legend of Wawa's too, raw. You crazy, bro. Yeah, Legend of Whoppers. Legend of Wendy's. Legend of Boy, you crazy. Legend of Wawa's. But anyway, we getting back on business. Darvin Ham needs a chance to right this ship. He needs a chance to right the ship. Oh yeah. Ticket definitely put the ticket definitely put the ether to his ass today. She's in the topic. He paid $10,000 for this. You're gonna put that $10,000 in some goddamn liposuction. But anyway, um, but yeah, dudes out there, in my opinion, need to play better. Christian Wood has been a massive disappointment. He's been a massive disappointment. D'Lo, there's word about him being on the trading block and all that. For what? What guard out there that's going? And has D'Lo underperformed? Yes, he has. For D'Lo to be a number 2 overall pick, for him to be underperforming like that, and then he's been in this is second stint on Lakers. That's unacceptable. D'Lo was a former All-Star. So when you got these uneven performances and all that, everybody's gonna want to blame the coach. Everybody want to come at the coach and whatnot. And some of these clowns had the audacity to say that I'm related to Darvin Ham. Some of these people literally had the audacity to say that I was related to Darvin Ham for defending him. Do they practice? I don't know. It sure as hell they don't. It sure as hell looks like it don't. It sure as hell looks like they don't practice. So, yeah, man. Tell you, man, these clowns out here, man, they don't, man, look. And, at this point, this is almost comical. I just sit back and laugh at all these dudes, man, because these dudes don't know what the hell they talking about. These armchair GM and managers and all that. Shout out to the homie Town Business. He likes to call them managers. Yeah, these managers out here think they know the game and all that. Don't be in the locker rooms. Don't talk to players. Don't talk to coaches. Don't look at game plans. Don't look at strategy. They just sit up here and put up some clip on Twitter. They know basketball. Fuck out of here. You see, I be at the games. I talk to coaches. The videos is up. So, yeah, man, this shit crazy, man. Shit crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had to get that off my chest early in the morning, man, because I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep, man, because these darn fantasy really got under my skin. So I had to come on here and vent at like 1:20 in the morning on the second day of 2024. But yeah, man. So do I think Darvin Ham need to be fired? Absolutely not. DeJounte Murray? Do I want DeJounte Murray? Well, see, again, this is the thing. People is going to want the DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs, right? He's out there putting up triple doubles and stuff like that. This was the thing. DeJounte Murray is a big fish in a small pond in San Antonio. So when the Atlanta Hawks made the trade for DeJounte Murray, people think that he was going to replicate that production in Atlanta. He did in San Antonio. But when you got Trae Young, a guy who commands the basketball, a guy who would get his shots off, a guy who will pretty much have the ball in his hand a lot, then you're not going to get that DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs, who was the big fish in the small pond. So if you trade for him, just know that DeJounte Murray you saw in San Francisco is not going to be in LA. And then he's going to even be more of a third option because he's the clear second option in Atlanta right now. He was the first option in San Antonio. He was the second option in Atlanta. But he's going to be the clear third option when he goes to LA. So you're not going to get that DeJounte Murray, in my opinion. You're not going to get that DeJounte Murray that you saw in San Antonio. Just not. So do I want DeJounte Murray? No. But I heard that's the name that's being floated around in trade talks, though. I know a lot of people say Trae Young, but Trae Young's the face of the Atlanta Hawks. You're not going to give him up for rice and beans, no. You're just not going to give up Trae Young for nothing. Oh yeah, there's that. The whole attitude thing. Yep, I heard about that too. I heard about DeJounte Murray, be pouting and all that. Yeah, I heard about that too. So I know like I said, DeJounte Murray's in trade talks, but as long as you got LeBron and AD there, he just won't make sense in those lineups. He just will not make sense in that lineup with LeBron and AD commanding a lion's share of the usage on the court. Because AD gonna want his touches, and LeBron definitely gonna get his touches. So where's that leave DeJounte Murray? And then you still got other guys like Taurean Prince, Roy Hachimura, provided those guys don't get traded. D'Lo. So it's just not going to work, in my opinion. So, shit. Anyway, I thank everybody for tuning in. If you want to donate to the channel, there's my Cash App, there's my PayPal. Make sure you smash that like button on your way out the door. And YouTube has had me under shadow ban. I did a video yesterday. Well, not earlier yesterday. On New Year's Day, I did a video about a man who literally tried to cook somebody at a McDonald's, and he was the pastor. So check that video out. That's right. This dude literally tried to put somebody's head in the deep fat fryer at a McDonald's, all because they committed the audacious crime of disrespecting the man's wife. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. Keep it cordial. You don't have to agree, but don't disrespect, because you will get that Louisville slugger if you do. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.